Hey, welcome back to Toy Art. My name is Zach, and we are going to talk about Hasbro's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Once a Man Cobra Commander today. Talk a little bit about that art and design, and really talk about a little later, was it worth it, and my experience with ordering them. I didn't go to San Diego Comic-Con, and I feel like I really lucked out with this, so let's get into it. So here he is, in package, and he is lenticular, and it might be tough to see here with this, so I'm not going to strain too hard, because the same image is on the side, the back, and the other side as well here too. And what's really kind of cool, with Once a Man, is that not only is it showing Nemesis Enforcer in the background, you've got Falcon from the movie, a piece of Cobra La right underneath him, Roadblock and Cobra Commander, as well as Globulus, and then some organic material as the border for the illustration, which is a really nice piece of work here. If you open him up, pardon me, you get a great shot of Cobra Commander in that weird clam thing from where he was put on trial, and they actually put the action figure in there, so let me bring that in a little bit. That is super cool. And of course you can see the action figure here on the side. So let's open them up and get this review cracking. Alright, so here he is in all his glory. Good old Coco, Cobra Commander, Once a Man. And let's talk first about his little snake persona here. And he is posable. He does have posable arms. His neck doesn't turn or anything like that. The only thing I find that's kind of like a really bummer about this is that I can't, there's no way for me to put him around Roadblock. It is exquisitely sculpted, as you can see here. It is just, all the scaling is beautiful, the patterning, the sculpting is absolutely true to that animation model, which I'm very happy about. I just wish there was a way to wrap, this is very solid plastic here, so I kind of wish there was a way for me to put him around Roadblock and coil him around that, but, honestly, minor complaint. I'm not gonna pull out my classified Roadblock from just Generation 1 just to put him around there and try to manipulate it, because it's just not gonna happen. So a little bit of a bummer, but not a deal breaker by any means. They also give you a nice Cobra Commander helmet with a white stripe down the middle here, so I haven't seen that before. It is a little bit gummier. It's not as solid plastic around here, so that's one thing to know. Then we have his faceplate, which is cracked. Get it into focus there. It's a cracked faceplate. Doesn't have the detail that, it does have a lot of good detail on the interior here, and you can see that. It's hard to focus in on, but there is that detailing that you would see from the movie inside that. So it's a really cool little faceplate. That's something that I can give to Cobra Commander to hold, and that's something I'm definitely going to equip him with. He has 4 different hands. And it's the same hands that came with the His Tank Cobra Commander, so I'm not going to show those off. There's a dagger, his pew pew, and of course his backpack to hold his pew pew. So that's where you get the Cobra Commander, and he's very true to his animation model with the white stripe. So I'm really stoked about that. So let's just get into our rundown of this character. Talk about I saw another channel talk about was he worth it? I'll talk about that after the video review here. But honestly, I'm digging him. You can kind of come in and take a look at all the scaling, all the creepy eyeballs, extra eyeballs that appeared on him. You know, he's nice and tight. His joints are not loose. Nothing is loose on him by any means. So turning him around, he's got a raggedy vest. But the torso is the same as the Histane Cobra Commander. And you've got definitely like a totally different torso. So that's where the pavement meets the road there, is that you've got this really awesome Cobra Commander body with beautiful scales. Like, no scale is left out. And I really think that stays true to not only the animation model, but the art and design ethos that Classified has come to bring here. We'll come in a little bit closer here. And you can see, actually we'll just go even closer. So bringing him in close, moving him around. You can see all the texture on his head there. Absolutely wonderful. Not a smooth part of the body. It's all different scales, all different texture. Like we've come to know from Classified. Like, this is absolutely a fantastic version and a great beginning to the Cobra La lore. Some people are into, some people are not. I was young enough to where I was really into the G.I. Joe movie when it first came out. I was about 6, 7, somewhere in that area, and I just love this guy. So, what's up next? We're going to do a little comparison. So the first one I'll bring out is the guy that he was based off of, and this Cobra Commander is the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander, as you can see by his. So about the same height, no stripe on the helmet there, like to denote animation, and like the colors are a little bit brighter for the animation model over on the left there. So similar to what Masters of the Universe had done, is that we get a much lighter Cobra Commander and a much smaller insignia over here. That Cobra symbol is torn a little bit. You can see that. So like I said, definitely different shades of blue. Same lower body sculpt here. So let me see if I can get him up top. He sits, he stands sometimes. There we go. Success. So you can see the two of them right there next to each other together. And what I will also bring in as another comparison, we'll move him down here, is the animation accurate Super 7 Cobra Commander there. And you can see those colors are genuinely spot on. One thing I really like on the Once a Man Cobra Commander is that you can see that blue collar for the blue undershirt. So they definitely made him animation accurate. And that really floats my boat. The belts are the same belts. So they really did a great job on getting those belts in. Oops, sorry, I had a little overexposure there. They got those belts to be the same exact, like, black color with the red triangle in the middle there. So those Cobra Commanders are absolutely identical. They come down to like the pins on the lapel. Everything is accurate to animation on both of these characters. So both Super 7 and G.I. Joe Classified characters accurate to the animation models that they're based off of. So there's your comparison. Though there's a guy that just fell. But he stands really well. And I know that's not a huge thing, but I'm happy that he stands. I'm happy I can put his little snake man next to him right there. And maybe we'll get some Deke figures later down in Classified as well, too. I know it's not everyone's favorite part of animation, but those 90s Dayglow G.I. Joes I kind of love. So that is my Cobra Commander Once a Man San Diego Comic-Con exclusive review. So I had a really good experience ordering this. I think I was one of 4 people that did. I got it right when it dropped and got my order in, and just like that, got my Cobra Commander Once a Man. And I've really been looking forward to this figure for a while, because I wanted to see some G.I. Joe Classified that were animation accurate colors. Just like the He-Man Origins Filmation colored characters, I was kind of jonesing for a little bit of that. I love Classified, but the retro carded figures are really starting to be where my heart wants to be with these characters. And to see those actual like old school animation colors would really be something I think that would pop for G.I. Joe. And it seems like we're getting that with this character being one of the first ones. This is also the beginning of Cobra La. I was about 7 years old when the movie came out, and I remember vividly getting it on VHS and gobbling it up. My parents, we had to rent it because we were not rich enough to buy things at that point. It was either get the toys or get the videos. I'd rather have the toys, baby. That's why I have a channel about them, right? So that's really like, I had a great experience with it. I had a great experience with the movie. I saw it on its anniversary, what, a year or two ago in the theater, which was awesome. It has the original ending where like Duke doesn't survive. So that grim, dark feeling to it really popped for me as a lifelong fan of G.I. Joe. And I think this character is so fantastic. I'm glad they made this as the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, because it's a redeco, in all honesty, right? Like the whole bottom torso is the same exact thing except in animation color. The top of the torso is all brand new. It's worthy exclusive. It wasn't a Globulus, it wasn't a Pythona, it wasn't a Nemesis Enforcer. So I'm happy that those are going to be hopefully more widely available elsewhere down the line. Especially, I am really wanting a Pythona. And that is top of my list as far as G.I. Joe Classified goes, is I love Cobra La. And you'll have to excuse me, I'm just getting over COVID, so I'm sounding a little stuffed up, a little sniffly. That's where I'm at right now, so thanks for bearing with me. So that's my drop down. Like I said, I thought it was worth it. I didn't have a bad experience. I'm glad that Hasbro rectified the situation. They keep putting the pre-orders up for sale. It seems like they're coming in waves, so if you didn't get it, be patient and you will. And don't pay those aftermarket eBay scalper fees. It's not worth it. Try something like G.I. Joe Trader PX on Facebook. Get them at a good price. Definitely worth it, but I think this was definitely one of those ones that's like, since it's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, if you missed it, not the biggest deal in the world. It's an A+ figure, but it's also not an A+ need of a figure. So that's the long and short of it. Again, if this is your first time at Toy Art, like, comment, subscribe, share this with the video with your favorite Cobra Commander head out there who was once a man themselves, or is a man themselves, a man-child who loves action figures. And for next time, my name is Zach. Take care.